War has returned to the Middle East. The United States and Israel launched their biggest coordinated strikes on Iran in decades, hitting military bases, missile sites, and strategic targets inside Iranian territory. This massive operation has thrust the world into an unprecedented crisis.
In the early hours of February 28th, the U.S. and Israel began a joint military offensive codenamed Operation Epic Fury, a campaign aimed at crippling Iran's military, missile capabilities, and nuclear infrastructure after years of failed negotiations and rising tensions. The strikes reportedly hit several Iranian cities, including Tehran, Isfahan, Qum, and Karaj, with infrastructure being damaged across multiple sectors. Leaders in Washington and Jerusalem claim the goal is to eliminate what they call an imminent threat from Iran's regime and its regional military network. Iran responded quickly, launching missiles and drones at U.S.-aligned bases and Israeli targets, including in Gulf states where American forces are stationed. Across the region, air defense systems were activated, and countries like Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE reported missile interceptions or threats to their airspace. The United Nations Secretary-General called an emergency meeting, condemning the escalation and urging all sides to stop the fighting and return to diplomacy to avoid a wider catastrophe. Global concern is rising, with world leaders warning that continued assaults and retaliation could drag neighboring nations into the conflict and destabilize global markets and security.
So far, this marks the most intense direct confrontation between the U.S. and Iran in years, and while leaders on both sides say they want security and stability, the risk of a broader regional war is growing. What was once diplomatic tension has now exploded into open conflict, with missiles flying, cities struck, and the world watching anxiously. If you want concise updates on global events explained clearly, subscribe and turn on notifications because this story is still unfolding.